The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
Yo, it's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we gonna talk about your boy BEN10. He put post for the first time out the hospital. And man, he first time showing man his life in that wheelchair, man. Let's jump straight into it.
Still early in the morning.
Man, you know we gotta get these niggas sound stupid, eating good around and nothing.
Stupid duck. What's wrong with you? You know. You got one. So you got 2 bottles of I ain't talking about.
Clear nothing, shit. Fake.
Looking good. Forever all the time. 10. Can't forget about more than that. Skin looking good. Another haircut. But you know, getting the facial. Hospital. Yeah, them fella banging, nigga. Free the gunners. Scary ass.
They put the police on me. Open box code, told them I had 200 on me. The cash you won't have to have you smash speaking on me. Must have to get the test, you was too fast. I love the police. Still free till you land unless it's serious. You can't show me. You know I miss with Brody. Go, you sure hope they parole on us, man. Like girl, I learned that from Brody. Up top of side of my homie, thinking Monster Cody. I know we scurvy, we can't spur when we catch him loafing. My sister changed my option great, now they look cousin on it. Ain't anything get on my radar, ain't no time. I'm like
4K Trey. I got I lost a little weight, but you know I'm back on my my protein. You feel me? Don't play with a real screen nigga like me. Okay? Do y'all nothing. Everybody want me paralyzed. I ain't gonna do y'all nothing. I'm well and I'm good.
Petty pistol, nigga, I'ma use it though. If I know by now, you know your boo a hoe. Coulda stayed with gang, he took off running, he ain't stupid though. Niggas playing with their life, I know a few of those. Coulda had the Prezi scot free, but niggas blew it though. Crew of hoes. How's you a kingpin, your daddy run the show. Acting like you trapping, nigga, you can't even move a boat. Thinking you say Patrick, okay, little nigga, you a ghost. How the fuck?
Prayers to the man above, bro. I hope and pray, man, that you be able to walk again. I hope and pray you get the strength back in your legs. But if it's a situation to where you paralyzed and you in that chair for the rest of your life, that just shows you, man, that God was humbling you, man. You was doing too much out here. Sometimes God will humble you with prison. Sometimes God will humble you with a wheelchair. Sometimes God will humble you with getting leg warmers put on you. Everybody gonna get humbled in life at some point. The part that I kind of feel like he trying to get sympathy is, man, everybody want to see me in this chair. I ain't never did nothing to nobody. Everybody wishing on my downfall. No, everybody seeing you do some dumb stuff. And the consequences of your actions is why the world is looking at you like that. Because we can't understand how your homie is worth $100 and some million and you still trying to be street and gangster over a situation that had nothing to do with you. Imagine when BEN10, ever since this event, when he go to sleep at night, it's nowhere in the world that man ain't got some tears dropping down on the side of his face, man. Because you telling me out of all the gangster stuff that man allegedly been through in Baton Rouge, then made it out over a situation that had nothing to do with him, he paralyzed. On top of that, he got the whole world watching him. And NBA then prided themselves off being invincible and untouchable. And we so, you know what I'm saying? He can't get over that, man. This is probably one of the toughest times in his life, man. But the part that's even more crazier, man, because we gotta talk about both sides. Imagine how Allstar JR is feeling right now, sitting in federal hold and possibly about to go to federal prison over a situation that had nothing to do with him. You think that man wanted multiple dudes to approach him and attempt to rob him and to whoop on him and to, you know, try to go upside his head with a strap and all of that? You think he woke up that day and said, man, today is Monday. I want to go to a restaurant and get whooped on. He was put in a situation where he had to fend for his life. And now that man is about to possibly go to federal prison. And I got to be honest with you, man. Where I feel like JR messed up at, even though the whole Detroit, we saying you a gangster, we rocking out with you, we Detroit versus everybody, standing over BEN10, man, I think, man, that cost you, man, because at that point, man, he was no longer a threat. Whatever you had to do to get them dudes up off of you, when dudes was dispersing and going to the elevators and all of that and running up out of the building, the threat was already gone, man. You know what I'm saying? So you got to speak realistically when you talking about dealing with the feds, and that's why they charging him. Notice that they're not charging him with the actual bang out. They charging him with possession of a strap, because by Texas law, by him being a convicted felon, like there's certain rules and certain laws, and it's a law called necessity. And far as being a necessity, that works in favor of a felon. But it's a situation to where you have to take the strap from the dude that's trying to do that to you. Allstar JR, he picked it up off the ground. That's his first mistake. He didn't take it from them. He picked it up off the ground, so he was gonna get charged anyway. And then he stood over him, and then he made all type of direct stuff, like far as like they say he allegedly hit him a couple times with the strap. They say he also did some other crazy stuff to him while he was on the ground. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the feds is looking at that like, yeah, you did what you did to get the dudes up off you, but at a certain point, the threat had already left the building, and then they're going to try to use the music and all of that, the trolling and the dissing and all of that. So I'm going to say this, BEN10, you hurting you and your feelings, but imagine how that man feeling right now over a situation that he didn't ask for. And then not to mention, you can do whatever you want to do, man, but eventually, bro, y'all and Jay Prince is going to get charged too. I don't just think there's going to be a situation to where, like, you know what I'm saying, Allstar JR going to be the only one getting charged in this. Like, I just don't see it, man. There's no way that, how can you charge me with being in possession of a strap, when the strap wasn't mine? I didn't leave out the place with it. You know what I'm saying? I did overdo it by standing over him. But you're not going to charge the dudes that was trying to take my chain, and you're not going to charge the dudes that presented the strap, and you're not going to charge the dudes that initially started the thing. Because let's be honest with you. Let's just say if me and you, we about to do something to somebody and one thing leads to another, we could be charged with that. Yeah, it might have started off with us trying to take somebody's chains or a simple assault or battery, you know what I'm saying? But when somebody get popped and all of that as a result to what you caused, you could be charged for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are held responsible, like, once you're the principal of a crime, man. And no, regardless of what you say, however it go, BEN10 and all of them dudes, man, was the principal in this crime, man. So I think later on down the line that dudes is going to get charged. But like I say, man, I pray dudes can walk again. But if they can't, hey, man, you got to take it on the chin, man. Had that same energy you would have had if you would have took that man chain and you would have been popping it on the internet. It just didn't go your way, man. And like I say, man, I know dude, man, at nighttime, I know he feeling it. He can play this gangster stuff and act like it don't faze him. But I know, man, deep down inside, man, he wish he can stand up, man. And that's sad as ever. But that just goes to show the shorties out there, man. All it is wilding out and trying to take people's stuff and, be on 0 to 100 real quick. Hey, man, sometimes it's not going to always work in your favor, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace, positivity, network growth. Let's save these kids. It ain't never too late. We tore down these communities. Let's build them back up. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
The D, man. Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media. You feel me?